UFC Fight Night Abu Dhabi, Sandhagen versus Nurmagomedov just wrapped up. So I'm going to go through and break down every single fight that happened on this card, starting with the very first fight on the card, Cedric Dumas versus Denis Tiulian. There was a lot of people picking Denis Tiulian. I did not understand it at all. He's not good. He's terrible. His striking is okay. Like, he's got power in his hands, I guess. But he has such a big hole in his grappling that it's like you cannot pick Denis Tiulian. So I went with Cedric Dumas, and he got it done. Just kind of outworked Denis Tiulian, made him miss, outstruck him. He was just a little quicker than Denis Tiulian. So yeah, Cedric Dumas got that one done by decision. Moving on, Yaya Herbert versus Rolando Bedoya. I picked Yaya Herbert to win, and he got it done. I just kind of trusted in the experience of Yaya Herbert to get it done. He was very quick on his feet, really good footwork in this fight, and just kind of out-volumed Rolando Bedoya. Just kind of landed more shots, dropped him in round one, and yeah, he was just quicker on the feet than Rolando Bedoya. So Rolando Bedoya still is winless in the UFC. He's now 0-3 in the UFC. So it's going to be interesting to see what's next for him. I don't know what you do with him. I guess you give him one more chance and then cut him if he loses that one. But good win from Yaya Herbert. Got it done. Moving on, Victoria Dudakova versus Sam Hughes. I'm about to just stop picking WMMA fights. I didn't do it at first, but then I started doing it, and now I'm about to stop because they just don't make any sense, man. Sam Hughes is 8-6, and she beat an 8-0 woman, Victoria Dudakova. It's just, none of it makes any sense. It's all just a coin flip, and it's not fun. I don't care. Good job from Sam Hughes. She got it done. Victoria Dudakova has terrible cardio, and Sam Hughes exploited it. So good job from Sam Hughes. She's now 9-6. Whoa, watch out. She's coming for the title. Moving on, Guram Kutateladze versus Jordan Vucinic. Now, Jordan Vucinic won round one. He dropped Guram bad and kind of laid on him the rest of the fight, I believe. But Vucinic clearly won round one, but then Guram also clearly won rounds 2 and 3. So I thought this was a clear Guram win. I saw people saying that Vucinic should have won, and I think Vucinic's corner said he was up 2-0, which is just not true. Not true at all. Guram definitely won rounds 2 and 3. Very clear. But Vucinic looked good for his UFC debut on short notice. That's a pretty impressive win to drop Guram like that in round one and hurt him. That's pretty impressive on short notice on your debut. So yeah, I think Vucinic could be something in the UFC. I think give him a step down in competition for his next fight, and I'd probably pick him to win whoever they put him up against. He looked pretty good. So good win from Guram, but Vucinic also looked pretty good. Both these guys looked good, so both of their stocks kind of go up after that. Moving up, we had the people's main event, Shamil Gaziev versus Don'Tale Mayes. Yeah, you can't pick Don'Tale Mayes to win this fight. He's just, as much as people rag on Shamil Gaziev for being fat and whatever, no cardio. This was a 3-round fight, first of all, so that doesn't really matter. But Don'Tale Mayes is just the same thing. He's just a black Shamil Gaziev. He's fat with no cardio. Just a power merchant, kind of. So, yeah, Shamil Gaziev, at least he has talent. Don'Tale Mayes does not really have any talent. So this was always kind of an easy win for Shamil Gaziev, even if he does have cardio issues. He is at least talented. He has good takedowns. He is a pretty quick and technical striker for his size. So, yeah, Shamil Gaziev got it done. Good win from him. I don't know what you do with him. Maybe you give him a shot back in the rankings, maybe just outside the rankings. Who knows? But we will be tuning in. You can bet on that. Muhammad Yaya versus Cal Fernandez. Cal Fernandez dominated Muhammad Yaya. I told you Muhammad Yaya, he's terrible. I don't think anyone was really picking Muhammad Yaya, but he's awful. He is just abysmal at fighting. Cal Fernandez was landing really, really impressive leg kicks that were brutalizing the leg of Muhammad Yaya. He's not going to be able to walk for a while. It was really bad. But Cal Fernandez, he looked very good. Round 1 KO for him over Muhammad Yaya. So, yeah, I mean, good win from Cal Fernandez, but Muhammad Yaya is a can, so who really cares? Azamat Murzakanov versus Alonzo Minifield. I picked Alonzo Minifield, and he lost, obviously. But Azamat Murzakanov, man, I wasn't high on him before this, but dude, he is just, I don't know how he's so fat, but he has such quick hands like that. Like his guts bouncing around. He is fat. He's overweight. He is fat. But he is quick with his hands. But I don't think this guy's going to do much, man. I don't know how many more wins he's got left in him. Like, I don't know how many more steps up he can take. I mean, this wasn't even a step up. Alonzo Minifield's ranked lower than him. But, like, I don't know if he beats Johnny Walker, dude. Like, if I'm being completely real, I know Johnny Walker has no chin. Okay, maybe he beats Johnny Walker, but, like, Volkan Oezdemir, I don't think he beats Oezdemir. He's not that impressive, man. I was saying this before the fight, and I'm saying it now. He was starting to slow down halfway through round 2. Like, I don't think the cardio's all there. He's clearly fat. So I don't know how much further Azamat's going to go. But he got it done over Alonzo Minifield. Good win. Very impressive performance. Moving on, Joel Alvarez versus Alves Brennen. I picked Joel Alvarez to get it done by decision, and he is the first man to finish Alves Brennen. Yeah, he looked very good, man. He is very impressive. Very slick striker, and he's very quick when he has you hurt to latch up a submission, go for a sub. But, man, when he had Alves Brennen hurt in round 3 and he was just firing off those knees in the clinch, knees to the head, that was insane, man. Just knee after knee. I mean, I don't know how many knees he threw, but he was just letting them rip. Insane cardio from Joel Alvarez. Insane striking. He just looks better and better each time he's in the cage. And I think top 15 is next for him, man. I think you got to give him a top 15 matchup. But I love Alves Brennen. I love watching Alves Brennen. He's very fun. But like I said in my prediction video, I just think Joel Alvarez is better everywhere. And he proved that tonight. So really good win from Joel Alvarez, getting it done over Alves Brennen. I think top 15 is next for him for sure. Oh my God. Mackenzie Dern versus Lupe Godinez. Right, I tweeted this out before the fight. I was like, Mackenzie Dern should not win this fight because her stand-up is atrocious, her takedown entries stink, and her striking defense is awful. So she shouldn't win the fight. But she's going to win the fight because women's MMA makes no sense. And, of course, that's what happens, of course, because it's women's MMA and it's all dumb and it's a coin flip. Lupe Godinez is the better striker. But apparently Mackenzie Dern can strike now. Like, it's just all luck, dude. It's all a fluke. None of it makes any sense. I thought Lupe Godinez won this fight, if I'm being completely honest. I thought she won rounds 2 and 3. Mackenzie Dern, she's just punching air. Like, she's just throwing 1-1-2, like, and it's hitting air. Like, she's not in striking range. And then when she's in striking range, half of her punches are blocked. Like, they're hitting the arms, or they're missing entirely. But she's just throwing more volume, so it looks like they're landing. Lupe Godinez, when she landed, she was landing clean on Mackenzie Dern because she backs up with her chin up in the air like a retard. Like, there was a clear difference when Mackenzie Dern landed and when Lupe Godinez landed. You could tell it was a clean shot on Mackenzie Dern, and when Mackenzie Dern lands, it's blocked or it's missed or it's partially blocked. But whatever, they gave it to Mackenzie Dern. I'm going to start flipping a coin. It's all random. I don't care. Mackenzie Dern wins. She'll probably lose her next fight because it's stupid and rigged. Tony Ferguson versus Michael Chiesa. I picked Tony Ferguson because I was coping a little bit, probably. But, I mean, he was looking decent on the feet, man. Like I said, Chiesa has no power. He has no knockouts in his career. But Tony Ferguson, man, the first wrestling exchange they get into, he just instantly gives up his bag, instantly lets him get the hooks in, doesn't fight the arms. Like, he's in on a choke within seconds of getting his back. You can't even feel bad for Tony Ferguson at this point. If he doesn't retire and he comes back, I hope he gets KO'd. I really do. Like, I'm tired of feeling bad for Tony Ferguson, bro. He keeps coming back. He's lost 8 fights in a row. He's 40 years old, and he refuses to retire. He's had so many chances to step away from the sport, hang him up, but he keeps coming back. So if he comes back again, I hope he gets KO'd. because he deserves it. He's had all of these opportunities to hang up the gloves, walk away. So if he wants to come back, I hope it gets KO'd. I'm tired of feeling bad for Tony Ferguson. He clearly doesn't have it anymore. Michael Chiesa gets it done by submission in round 1, so good win from him. Feature fight, Marlon Vera versus Deiveson Figueiredo. Deiveson Figueiredo, he's just better than Marlon Vera, dude. Marlon Vera is an absolute fluke KO artist. He is one of the worst ranked fighters I've ever seen. He's awful, man. His only wins are over like Frankie Edgar, Dominic Cruz, and Rob Font, and like Pedro Munoz, who's unranked at this point. Like 2 old guys and Rob Font. Like Rob Font's probably his best win. No one counts to Sean O'Malley. Before you go, oh, he beat Sean O'Malley. No one counts a Sean O'Malley win, dude. It's clearly a fluke. His best win is Rob Font. He's awful, man. Like, Deiveson Figueiredo picked him apart, took him down. Actually, he didn't have much success with the takedowns, but he did get him down a couple times. But yeah, he was just quicker on the feet, better. He dropped Marlon Vera, the first man to ever drop Marlon Vera. Yeah, he was just better on the feet because Marlon Vera stinks. He's not good. He's awful. My cat's on the table and she won't go away and he's messing everything up. But yeah, Chito Vera sucks, dude. This was always going to be an easy win for Deiveson Figueiredo. Marlon Vera is one of the worst ranked fighters ever. It is an absolute crime that he's ranked 4th in the rankings. He is terrible. I'd pick a lot of people below him to beat him. So good win for Figueiredo. Got that one done. Let's talk about this. Sharon Magomedov versus Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. This is one of the most biased I have ever seen the commentary crew in a fight. Now, did Sharon Magomedov clearly win the fight? Yes, he did. But, like, dude, Mikhail would land big shots in the pocket, like big hooks on Sharon Magomedov, clean. And the commentary team wouldn't say anything about it. And then Shara would land a kick that barely did anything. And DC's over here glazing him immediately. Like, it's so dumb. It's one of the most biased things I've ever seen. Like, he was getting clipped in the pocket. When Mikhail would close the distance and get in boxing range, Shara would be in trouble. He would get hit clean. Like, in the first round, he got dropped. I know he was a little off balance. But he fell down from a shot from Mikhail Oleksiejczuk in round 1. Like, he was landing clean. But the commentary team never praised him for anything. Like I said, he clearly won the fight. Like, I'm not saying Mikhail should have won and this was a robbery. But, like, Mikhail had moments, and it's like the commentary team just did not acknowledge any of it. And, like, in round 2, once again, man, Shara Bullet grabs the cage to stop a takedown. And the commentary team didn't even mention anything about it. Not a word. Like, he grabbed the fence to stop a takedown in back-to-back fights now, dude. And there's not a word mentioned. So it's just really annoying, man. But good win from Shara Bullet. I don't know how much further he gets, honestly, because in my prediction video, I said I don't think a striker is going to beat Shara Bullet. I think it's going to be a grappler. But Mikhail, as a boxer, had a lot of moments when he got in boxing range. So I don't know, man. Maybe a real talented, powerful boxer can beat him. But, I mean, Mikhail's just outside the rankings at this point. So I'm not sure Shara Bullet wins his next fight, depending on the matchup, of course. He called out Nick Diaz. That's an absolute cowardly matchup. That's pathetic. Do not make that fight. But yeah, I'm not sure he wins his next fight, dude. He did not look that good. Or as good as I expected him to look against Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. But he got it done. Good win from Shara Bullet. He cheated once again to stop a takedown. That's back-to-back fights now. But whatever. You got to do what you got to do. Main event, Cory Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov. I picked Cory Sandhagen because I said, you know, I'm not going to pick a guy that has no ranked wins. You got to prove it to me first before I pick you to beat the number 2 contender in your division. And he proved it. This is a good performance from Umar. But Cory Sandhagen stuffed like all of the takedowns of Umar. And when he got taken down, he just got back up. So the wrestling, I'm not sure if it's just the wrestling isn't good or Sandhagen's takedown defense and anti-grappling is just that good. He was just that well prepared for Umar. I'm not sure, but Sandhagen did look impressive with his takedown defense. He was really, really good at keeping the hooks out when Umar would try to take his back. But yeah, Sandhagen stuffed a lot of the takedowns from Umar and then was just like, I'm not going to throw it with any volume on the feet because I'm slow in the head, apparently. So he just kind of let Umar outstrike him. I don't want to say let him, like, sounds like I'm discrediting, but like, where's the volume? That he's not throwing with any volume. It's like he's kind of waiting on the next takedown. Like, I don't know, but he just needed more volume and he didn't have it. So good win from Umar, got it done. 50-45 is crazy. I thought Cory clearly won round 1. Not like it matters at all, but Umar wins. And I guess he's probably going to sit out until the winner of Umar, or the winner of Merab and O'Malley is ready. One ranked win gets you a title shot if your last name's Nurmagomedov. So good win from Umar. Got it done, outstruck Cory Sandhagen, and proved he belongs at the top of the division. So yeah, that was UFC Fight Night Abu Dhabi, Sandhagen versus Nurmagomedov. I'll be back next week for the main event of Marcin Tybura versus Sergey Spivak 2. Oh, we got a rematch next week. Wow, can't wait for that. But yeah, predictions for that will be out probably tomorrow or Monday, and I'll see you next time.